Hey Bats, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to it if you're new. So, today's topic is going to be fun. I got recommended this from TikTok, and I wanted to do an extensive video on it. It's quite a long entry, and I love it. It's a cool level. Before I ended up making a shorter version for TikTok, because I do end up doing that. I edit my own TikTok videos, and my awesome editor edits these ones. But, that aside, let's get right into it, shall we? Backrooms level 456 is the Midnight Glacier. Welcome to cold, dark, and toxic, just like me. And there's strange gravity too, also somewhat like me. Let's begin with the lack of day and night cycle. It's always very, very dark. I can see fine, you probably can't. Also, temperatures average in the negative 6 to 8 degrees Celsius, one more degree to nice, which is 90.4 degrees Fahrenheit. It's finally a comfortable place for me to rest in, much better than the heat that's been going on, goodness. For regular non-entity wanderers though, that'll kill you within hours of unprotected exposure. Plus, there's blizzards, lots of them. Let's not forget the hailstorms, with chemicals. You thought you just have to worry about all the other bullshit? No. The hailstones are composed of hazardous chemicals that alter gravity. How? I don't know, you'll probably begin floating or something. It's strange. You can take in the chemicals and it may make you immune to the gravity nonsense on the level, except you also may die from said chemicals due to traces of liquid methane in them. Whoopsie. And when the hail hits the ground, it splatters in a web-like pattern. Boom! Then lakes form, because that's logical, and this level is completely full of logic, like any level in the Backrooms. Anyway. Onto the gravity levels. They can shift a lot, and this causes a lot of damage due to flying objects or ice. Sometimes ice is flown sideways during hailstorms. That can actually happen in real life too, like if wind is strong enough, it'll sometimes be almost sideways, but in this case it's directly horizontal, which is weird. But there's a bright side, I guess. Sometimes you can find structures similar to abandoned fallout shelters. Don't think they're safe there, by the way. There's rubble on the ground of said shelters, small concrete rooms. It's very boring, you know, not super exciting. It's funner outside. There is edible stuff for you. And these things do span hundreds of miles in tiny, tiny, tiny tunnels, so if you have claustrophobia, don't go there. But also, there's one other yikes thing. There's a frostbite chamber, ironically, found in one of the boiler rooms. They're super cold, as in negative 98.8 degrees Celsius or 146 degrees Fahrenheit cold. So you'll die in mere minutes. It's only chilly to me, so I'd need a jacket if I wanted to hang out in there. Also, if that isn't enough, they also emit a toxic gas, which causes sickness within 4 minutes and death in 10. It says 0 here in my little research notes, but I feel like that's a bit inaccurate if it's only sickness in 4 minutes, but whatever. I mean, you'll wish it was 0 minutes, I suppose. Also, I keep saying also a bit much. Not gonna edit that out either. Anyway, why exactly is the gas needed if it's so damn cold? That would be my question. Are wanderers just magically going to be immune to so cold they need to be killed by some gas? So, my question for, you know, those in the backrooms out there, what entity runs this? That's a little bit of an overkill, wouldn't you say? I don't know. I feel like the frigid cold and what I'm going to get to next would be a little bit of enough, but what do I know? I'm not the leader of this level or anything. I have my own stuff to manage. Anyway. There's dragons. I mean gronans. Gronans, however you say it. They're nests made out of scrap wood, and they're made in one of those shelters. And those entities are something that I will explain later. Pronunciation, not my strong point today. The important thing is the suggestion of wood prior to something called the Fluctus Pulsar, a thing you humans have not confirmed, but I witnessed, and damn was it brilliant. So, the level changes include increased sizes of very toxic lakes, and changes in entity amount. Oh, and the sky is pitch black. No stars, no hope. The level just isn't satisfied with the other million ways to die. There's something called profundus ice, also known as subterra, which is below the surface and sometimes causes fungal infections if stepped on. Absolute party. I'm sure it's not miserable at all. Terra ice is the surface ice, and that has strange chemicals. This is not in your silly little research wiki or quote-unquote canon for you, but I know this. Some patches can turn you into an anomaly with various powers, somewhat like me. No, that's not how I got turned into one. I was born this way. Some kill you instantly, some help you live forever, but only in agonizing pain after teleporting into the void. So have fun, good luck if you want to taste some of those chemicals, taste the rainbow, to try and figure out if you can gain powers or, you know, have an agonizing death. That's on you, have fun. And again, I will mention the gravity, which is always changing. You could be flung up, down, all around like a dance party. And more on that Fluctus Pulsar stuff, try saying that 5 times fast. It's the gravity shifting stuff, also causing heat waves or something, I don't know. You wanderers have discovered how to track heat patterns and identify shifts, so good job! I don't know how it's going to help you survive this level, but again, good job. I feel like the gravity thing is the least concerning thing, but whatever. Let's go ahead and talk about the Groans. Groand. I'm never going to be used to that, whatever it's called. Word. Yeah, words. I can do word. So, they chill in the fallout shelters and are wingless dragons. No, really, they look like Komodo dragons, have dense bones, and are resistant to the environment of the level, and such. Their skin is ridiculously thick, and they can stand on 2 feet sometimes. They also burrow into the ice. I love them. Their bodies contain gravity-altering liquid, meaning they have those abilities. Not in your research, but they can also talk when not trying to kill you. They are very well aware of the winged dragons on another level. Are they jealous? No, winged dragons can't literally burrow through ice, so... Well, I mean, maybe some of them can, but not as well. Speaking of winged dragon-like things, there is the Prina. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. Pronunciation isn't my strong point. It's an 11-foot-tall bird, and it flies near lakes usually. It digs deep hideouts in the ice with drill-like claws. Oh, and it'll drop profundus ice, you know, the fungus ice, on unsuspecting victims. Why? Prank wars, I guess. It could end up in you dead, but, you know, more food for it, am I right? Apparently, it's a deformed hybrid of Gronand, so a winged dragon, essentially. There's only one, though. As far as you folks know, anyway. To enter, you would go into a cold body of water with a strange mold substance coming out of it, yuckity yuck. And to exit, some frostbite chambers may have a hidden door, or you could die. You could try to find out. Again, that would be on you. With that was the Midnight Glacier. Lots of fun, lots of cool stuff in this level. Maybe not necessarily nice things, but cool things. Very much yes. And I will take this opportunity to endorse myself. I'll actually toss my TikTok on here. I never actually talk about that, but I do shortened versions of these videos on TikTok. I sometimes try to upload shorts here on YouTube. That's been a bit shifty lately because I've been having an interesting like-dislike ratio. I think people have been telling me no, stop doing that, so I might keep doing that for things like the recordings of noises that I end up nabbing, and some back and forth of the radio between wanderers getting trapped on level exclamation point, because you folks seem to really love that sort of thing. So I'll continue with the quote-unquote my version of the found footage stuff. But as for the little tidbits and snippets, that's going to stop on this channel. You can watch these longer videos for that. And then if you do want bite-sized Backrooms content, you can visit my TikTok. All of that said, Bats, I do hope you have a nice night or day wherever it is, and please do suggest content for me to cover if you want it. People will make comments, and I will look up the content, be it an entity or level, and I'll talk about it on here in a video like this. So, I could cover something that you want to see. Make sure to leave a comment, though. Have a nice night or day wherever it is for you.